good afternoon, and welcome to my planet, baby. Oh, yeah. It is just starting to rain, so I'm gonna try and talk while I can. It's been very stormy lately. I was actually gonna try and upload something yesterday, and I wasn't able to because it was hailing outside. It was ridiculous, y'all. Like, this weather we've been getting lately is crazy. Um, but yes, so real quick, I just wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about why I love to solo travel. I love going on solo trips. I love to travel in general, and I think it's a lot of fun to travel with friends and family. But I also really love to travel by myself, and this is something I didn't know about myself until fairly recently in my life, until probably, oh, a year and a half ago, maybe about a year and a half ago, when I started actually taking trips by myself because I was, for the first time, truly by myself. I had lived with roommates, I'd lived with my partner at the time, and then I ended up leaving that situation to move into an apartment on my own. And then I realized, and then also I finished school, I finished college. So I was done with that. I don't want to say all this free time because I was still working full time, but I had never been alone this much before, like ever. Because, like I said, I moved out of my family's to go to college. Yeah, school and college. I moved out of my parents to go to college, and I lived with roommates on campus for a while, and then I was off campus living with roommates and my partner, and you know, sorry, I just got distracted by there's this little inchworm on this, like, teeny little inchworm on this leaf down behind the camera. I get distracted by little bugs and stuff all the time, and it's amazing. But lived with all these roommates, had never been truly living on my own until about a year and a half ago, uh, when I moved into an apartment by myself. And that was probably the best decision I've ever made in my life because it taught me so much living on my own. And one thing that it taught me was that I love to solo travel because you get to go out on your own time and move at your own pace, right? So I love to like stop and look at things, but also I like to move quickly and, like, you know, I'm a fast walker. I'm someone who likes to see all the sights. So, like, I do like to stop and slow down, but I like to do it when things catch my eye. I mean, I think anyone's like that, right? Like, when you're at an event or something, you like to slow down a little bit sometimes, but also there's times you want to speed up and, like, yeah, go a little harder, right? But when you're with a group, you have to kind of take into account everyone else in the group, you know? And, like, oh, yeah, you can't entirely move at just your own rhythm. You have to take into account the rest of the group. And y'all, when you're alone, you can just leave when you want, go wherever you want. If you want to take a little side trip, you can take a side trip. If you see, yeah, if you see some random shit, like, I love stopping at little roadside stands and stuff while I'm driving. I love that. Or, like, I don't know, stopping in little random shops that catch my eye. I love doing that. I've extended my trips longer than I planned on them being because I discovered something else I wanted to do while I was out, and I've done that. And, like, it's just very, very freeing excuse me, very freeing. I highly encourage you to go take a solo trip sometime if you ever get the chance. And it doesn't, that's the thing, I say if you get the chance, but like you have the chance. You can go and it doesn't have to be anywhere crazy. I've gone to like parks that I've never been to before, or trails that are further away, or like free music events I've gone to before, taken trips for like these free music events. You got to get creative, but there's so much amazing stuff you can do alone. It's so fun. You do have to be careful. I will say that, especially if you're a woman, you really have to be careful and watch your back and be smart about what you're doing. But if you are, aware of your surroundings and mindful of what you're doing and the people around you and what they're doing, it can be a really magical time. Some of the most magical things I've ever done on my own. Oh man, let me think. First thing that comes to mind is the two music festivals I went to last summer. I went to Everwild. They were both actually in Ohio. I went to Everwild and I went to Holy Smokes is what it was called. I don't know if it's called that every year. But I went to go see these bands at these music festivals and it was just magical, and I went by myself to both of them. I camped at the second one. I didn't camp at the first one. I slept in my car because I didn't have camping stuff and it was so last minute, but I was so excited, right? And that was a trip that actually ended up being longer than initially planned, because then I went down to Kentucky to see family and then went back home. And for the second one, I did camp. I went and I hadn't been camping since I was a little kid. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to wing it. That's like how I have every major grand adventure I've ever had in my life. Fuck it, I'm just going to wing it and figure it out. And it works every time. But like the second time, I went out, got all this camping stuff, and I went and I didn't know what I was doing. I've never, like I said, never been camping before, really. I mean, once when I was a kid, but that was like mainly my family doing everything right, setting it, like taking care of stuff, and because I was so little. So, like, I kind of just found a spot and figured it out. Looked up a video on how to set up my tent because I didn't even know how to do that. But we did it, right? Got the tent set up, got all settled in, and I had a fucking fantastic time. I had a fantastic time. It was amazing. Like, I cannot stress how magical some of these solo trips have been for me. All the raves I've gone to solo, all the road trips. Oh my god, the road trips. I'm so excited about this because I'm about to take a trip this weekend and I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited cuz I haven't really taken a trip, a little solo trip in a while. So I'm very excited for it. Um but yes, so if you are maybe, you know, you have this want, you have this want to go on a trip, but you don't have anyone to go with, or you just feel like maybe it's silly to go by yourself, girl, I'm telling you, girl, go. Just go. You're gonna have a fucking blast. I've never gone to any event before by myself where I didn't leave having met amazing new people. You will meet new people, you will have a blast, and you don't need to wait on that person that's blowing you off. You don't need to wait on that person that hasn't shown up yet in your life. You don't need to find someone to go with. Just go. Oh, maybe I'll look silly if I go by myself, girl. Do you know how many people I've had walk up to me while I'm at something by myself, and they just go, "Girl, your energy is amazing." Like, thank you. Thank you. It's because I'm so, and the reason that is because I'm so tapped in to my own like frequency because I'm alone. It doesn't happen that much when I'm out with a group because I'm like focused on the group. But when it's just me and I'm like in my flow state of just being myself, oh my god, dude, it's like I'm a magnet, which is also something you have to be careful of because then like that could attract the wrong type of people, right? So you have to be careful. But like specifically the amount of like women that have come up to me and just been like, "Girl, your energy is amazing. I love you." Just like come up to me and say that shit. And that's not me trying to brag. That's me saying that that could be anybody. That could happen to anybody who wants to just go out and have a good magical time. You can do that. You don't have to wait on that person, whoever it might be. You don't have to wait for them. I promise. You got this. Go take your trip, go have fun, and be safe. All right? All right. It is starting to rain a little harder now, so I'm going to pack up and go inside. Um, Thank you for watching. I truly hope you have a trip that you go on, that you have a trip planned, and that you go because you deserve to have some fun, boo, and you don't need to be waiting on anyone else. And if you do decide to go or you have a trip in mind, tell me about it and let me know where you're going and tell me about your summer plans and what you're going to be doing. And yeah, I hope to hear all about your exciting adventures. All right, I'll see y'all later. I love you. Thanks for stopping by my planet. I'll see you next time. Bye. Mwah.